Introduction to journalism. Journalism serves as the primary mechanism for informing the public about current events, issues, and trends. It involves the systematic collection, verification, production, and dissemination of news and information. The core purpose is to provide citizens with accurate and timely information, enabling them to make informed decisions and participate effectively in society. Journalists act as watchdogs, holding power accountable and giving voice to the voiceless. This profession demands a strong commitment to truth, integrity, and public service, often operating under tight deadlines and challenging circumstances. The responsibilities of a journalist extend beyond mere reporting. They include interpreting complex information, providing context, and ensuring fairness in representation. Journalists must navigate a vast array of sources, discerning credible information from misinformation, especially in today's digital age. This foundational understanding is crucial for anyone aspiring to enter the field. Setting the stage for the ethical and practical skills to be developed throughout this diploma program. History of journalism. The history of journalism is a rich tapestry, tracing its roots from ancient forms of public communication to the sophisticated multimedia platforms of today. Early forms included handwritten newsletters and oral traditions, evolving significantly with the invention of the printing press in the 15th century. This innovation democratized information, leading to the rise of newspapers and pamphlets that played a crucial role in political discourse and social change. The 17th and 18th centuries saw the emergence of regular publications, often partisan, but laying the groundwork for a more independent press. Key milestones include the development of objective reporting standards in the 19th century and the rise of mass media in the 20th century, encompassing radio and television. Each era brought new challenges and opportunities, shaping the profession into what it is today. The evolution continued with the digital revolution, fundamentally transforming how news is produced and consumed. The Internet introduced instant global dissemination, multimedia storytelling, and interactive engagement with audiences. This shift also brought challenges, such as the proliferation of misinformation and the need for new business models. Understanding this historical context provides valuable insights into the enduring principles of journalism, while also highlighting its adaptability and continuous innovation. From the penny press to citizen journalism, the journey reflects a constant pursuit of informing the public and upholding democratic values. Journalistic ethics and standards. Journalistic ethics form the bedrock of credible reporting, guiding practitioners in their pursuit of truth and public service. Core principles include accuracy, ensuring all facts are verified and presented without error. Objectivity strives for impartiality, presenting all sides of a story fairly and without personal bias. Fairness dictates treating sources and subjects equitably, giving them an opportunity to respond to allegations. Accountability means journalists must be answerable for their work, correcting mistakes promptly and transparently. These principles are not merely ideals, but practical guidelines that uphold the integrity of the profession and maintain public trust. Beyond these core tenets, ethical journalism also addresses issues like minimizing harm, respecting privacy, and avoiding conflicts of interest. Journalists must weigh the public's right to know against potential harm to individuals, especially in sensitive situations. Protecting confidential sources is another critical ethical consideration, often involving legal and moral dilemmas. Adhering to these standards is paramount in an era where misinformation and sensationalism can easily erode public confidence in the media. Continuous ethical reflection and adherence to a strict code of conduct are essential for every journalist. Types of journalism. Journalism encompasses a diverse array of specializations, each with its unique approach and audience. Investigative journalism delves deep into complex issues, often uncovering corruption or injustice through extensive research and analysis. Broadcast journalism delivers news through radio and television, relying on concise storytelling and visual or auditory elements to engage viewers and listeners. Print journalism, traditionally found in newspapers and magazines, offers detailed narratives and in-depth analysis, often accompanied by photography. Each type demands specific skills and techniques, yet all share the fundamental goal of informing the public. A digital age has further expanded these categories, giving rise to digital journalism, which leverages online platforms, multimedia content, and interactive features. This includes everything from news websites and blogs to podcasts and social media reporting. Photojournalism and video journalism focus on visual storytelling, using images and footage to convey narratives powerfully. Understanding these different types allows journalists to specialize, adapting their skills to the medium and the specific demands of the story. The evolving media landscape continues to blur these lines, encouraging a versatile and multi-skilled approach to news dissemination. News gathering techniques. Effective news gathering is the cornerstone of compelling journalism, requiring a systematic approach to information collection. It begins with identifying credible sources, which can range from official documents and academic reports to eyewitness accounts and expert interviews. Journalists must develop strong interviewing skills, knowing how to ask open-ended questions, listen actively, and build rapport to elicit valuable information. Thorough research is paramount, involving database searches, public records requests, and fact-checking against multiple sources. These techniques ensure the accuracy and depth of reporting, forming a solid foundation for any news story. Without rigorous news gathering, even the most well-written article lacks credibility. Observation is another vital technique, allowing journalists to capture the atmosphere, details, and nuances of an event or situation firsthand. This direct engagement provides rich descriptive material but enhances storytelling. Furthermore, cultivating a network of contacts across various fields is invaluable for breaking news and gaining exclusive insights. Ethical considerations, such as protecting source confidentiality and avoiding misrepresentation, are integral to every step of the news gathering process. Mastering these diverse techniques equips journalists to uncover stories, verify facts, and present comprehensive, reliable information to their audience. Writing for news. Writing for news demands clarity, conciseness, and an immediate focus on the most important information. The inverted pyramid style is fundamental, placing the most crucial facts at the beginning of the story. This structure ensures that readers grasp the essential who, what, when, where, why, and how quickly, even if they only read the first paragraph. Subsequent paragraphs then provide supporting details, context, and background information in descending order of importance. This approach caters to busy readers and allows for easy editing, as stories can be cut from the bottom without losing critical information. Mastering the inverted pyramid is essential for effective news communication. Crafting a strong lead paragraph is another critical skill in news writing. The lead must hook the reader, summarizing the core of the story in 1 or 2 sentences. It should be compelling and informative, setting the tone for the entire piece. Beyond structure, news writing emphasizes neutral language, avoiding jargon and subjective opinions. Accuracy in word choice and grammar is paramount to maintain credibility. The goal is to present facts clearly and objectively, allowing the audience to form their own conclusions. Effective news writing is a precise art, balancing speed with factual integrity and reader comprehension. Feature writing. Feature writing offers a creative departure from the strict objectivity of hard news, allowing journalists to explore topics with greater depth, narrative flair, and human interest. Unlike news, which prioritizes immediate facts, features often focus on people, places, ideas, or trends, providing context and emotional resonance. They employ storytelling techniques, vivid descriptions, and character development to engage readers on a more personal level. Common types include profiles, historical features, how-to guides, and trend pieces. While still grounded in factual accuracy, feature writing encourages a more literary and interpretive approach, making complex subjects accessible and engaging. This style requires strong research and interviewing skills, but also a keen eye for compelling narratives. The structure of a feature story is more flexible than the inverted pyramid, often beginning with an anecdotal lead that draws the reader in. The body develops the narrative through scenes, dialogue, and descriptive passages, building towards a satisfying conclusion. Journalists writing features aim to evoke emotions, provoke thought, and offer fresh perspectives. They often spend considerable time on research, interviews, and crafting the narrative arc. This form of journalism allows for a deeper exploration of subjects, providing rich context and a more immersive reading experience. It is a powerful tool for connecting with audiences and shedding light on the human experience. Opinion and editorial writing provides a platform for journalists and guest contributors to express informed viewpoints on current events and societal issues. Unlike news reporting, which strives for objectivity, these pieces are inherently subjective, aiming to persuade readers to a particular perspective. Editorials typically reflect the official stance of a publication, while opinion columns represent the individual views of the writer. Both forms require thorough research, logical argumentation, and a clear, compelling writing style. The goal is not merely to state an opinion, but to support it with evidence, analysis, and reasoned arguments, encouraging public discourse and critical thinking. Effective opinion writing begins with a strong thesis statement, followed by well-structured arguments supported by facts, statistics, and expert quotes. Writers must anticipate counterarguments and address them thoughtfully, strengthening their own position. The tone can vary from assertive and critical to reflective and conciliatory, depending on the subject and desired impact. While freedom of expression is central, ethical guidelines still apply, prohibiting defamation, hate speech, or the deliberate misrepresentation of facts. Opinion and editorial pieces play a vital role in shaping public debate, offering diverse perspectives and influencing policy, thereby contributing significantly to the marketplace of ideas. Broadcast journalism delivers news and information through auditory and visual mediums, primarily radio and television. This field demands a unique set of skills including clear articulation, strong on-camera presence, and the ability to convey complex stories concisely. Radio journalists focus on sound, using voice modulation, sound effects, and interviews to paint a vivid picture for listeners. Television journalists combine visual storytelling with spoken words, utilizing compelling footage, graphics, and live reports to engage viewers. The immediacy of broadcast news often means reporting from the scene of an event, requiring quick thinking and adaptability. Production involves a team effort, including reporters, anchors, producers, and technical staff. The production process for broadcast news is intricate, involving several key stages. It begins with news gathering and script writing, tailored for the spoken word and visual impact. This is followed by filming or recording, editing footage or audio, and integrating graphics or sound bites. Live reporting adds an element of spontaneity and requires excellent improvisational skills. Broadcast journalists must also understand the technical aspects of equipment. From microphones and cameras to editing software, the goal is to produce engaging, informative, and visually appealing or audibly rich content that reaches a broad audience quickly. This medium plays a crucial role in shaping public perception and delivering real-time updates during critical events. Digital journalism. Digital journalism represents the evolution of news delivery in the internet age, leveraging online platforms to disseminate information. This field is characterized by immediacy, interactivity, and multimedia integration, fundamentally changing how news is consumed and produced. Journalists now utilize websites, blogs, social media, podcasts, and mobile apps to reach audiences globally and instantaneously. The ability to embed videos, infographics, and interactive maps enriches storytelling, offering a more dynamic and engaging experience than traditional print. Digital platforms also facilitate direct engagement with readers through comments, polls, and social sharing, fostering a two-way conversation. This constant feedback loop allows journalists to understand audience needs better. Key aspects of digital journalism include search engine optimization, SEO, to ensure content visibility, understanding web analytics to track audience engagement, and adapting content for various screen sizes and devices. Journalists must be proficient in multimedia tools, capable of producing not just written articles, but also short videos, audio clips, and interactive graphics. The rapid pace of online news requires constant updates and quick verification processes to combat misinformation. Digital journalism also encompasses citizen journalism and user-generated content, blurring the lines between professional and amateur reporting. This dynamic environment demands adaptability, technological proficiency, and a keen understanding of online audience behavior. Photojournalism. Photojournalism is the art and practice of telling stories through compelling photographs, capturing moments that inform, evoke emotion, and provide context. Photojournalists are visual storytellers, using their cameras to document events, people, and places with accuracy and impact. Their work goes beyond mere snapshots. It involves understanding composition, lighting, and timing to create images that communicate powerful narratives. Ethical considerations are paramount, ensuring images are not staged, manipulated, or used out of context, thereby maintaining the integrity of the visual record. A single powerful photograph can sometimes convey more information and emotion than pages of text, making photojournalism an indispensable part of news reporting. The process involves more than just taking pictures. It includes extensive research, anticipating key moments, and often working in challenging environments. Photojournalists must be quick-thinking, adaptable, and possess a keen eye for detail. They often work alongside written reporters, providing the visual component that enhances a story's reach and impact. Post-production involves careful selection and basic editing, always adhering to ethical guidelines that prohibit altering the factual content of an image. From war zones to local community events, photojournalism provides a crucial visual record of history, shaping public understanding and memory. What is a demanding, yet incredibly rewarding field that requires both technical skill and profound empathy. Video journalism involves producing news stories primarily through video footage, combining elements of reporting, filming, and editing into a cohesive visual narrative. Video journalists, often referred to as VJs, are multi-skilled individuals capable of handling the entire production process independently or as part of a small team. This includes identifying stories, conducting interviews, shooting footage, writing scripts, and editing the final package. The medium offers a powerful way to convey emotion, action, and atmosphere, making stories more immersive and engaging for audiences. With the rise of digital platforms, video journalism has become increasingly prevalent, from short social media clips to longer documentary-style reports. The technical demands of video journalism are significant, requiring proficiency with cameras, audio recording equipment, lighting, and non-linear editing software. Storytelling in video relies on strong visual composition, clear audio, and a logical flow of scenes. Journalists must understand how to sequence shots, use natural sound effectively, and craft compelling voiceovers or on-camera narration. Ethical considerations, such as ensuring authenticity of footage and avoiding sensationalism, are crucial. Video journalism plays a vital role in broadcast news, online platforms, and documentary filmmaking, offering a dynamic and impactful way to inform and engage the public. It requires a blend of technical expertise, creative vision, and journalistic integrity. Media law and regulations. Media law and regulations establish the legal framework within which journalists operate, balancing freedom of the press with individual rights and public interest. Key areas include libel and slander, which protect individuals from false and defamatory statements that harm their reputation. Journalists must meticulously verify facts to avoid such legal pitfalls. Copyright law protects original works, dictating how journalists can use and attribute content created by others, including text, images, and video. Understanding these laws is crucial for responsible reporting, preventing legal challenges, and upholding professional standards. Ignorance of media law is not a defense and can lead to severe consequences for both the journalist and their publication. Privacy laws also significantly impact journalistic practices, particularly regarding the collection and dissemination of personal information. Journalists must navigate the complexities of public versus private figures and the reasonable expectation of privacy. Freedom of Information (FOI) laws, conversely, grant journalists access to government records, enabling transparency and accountability. Regulations concerning broadcast content, such as those governing obscenity or political advertising, further shape the media landscape. Staying informed about evolving media laws and ethical guidelines is an ongoing responsibility for journalists, ensuring their work remains legally sound and ethically defensible in a constantly changing legal environment. Investigative reporting. Investigative reporting is a specialized form of journalism that uncovers hidden truths, often exposing corruption, injustice, or wrongdoing in powerful institutions. It involves extensive research, meticulous fact-checking, and often months or even years of dedicated effort. Unlike daily news, which reports on events as they happen, investigative journalism delves deep beneath the surface, piecing together complex information from multiple sources. This often includes analyzing public records, financial documents, leaked information, and conducting numerous interviews, sometimes with reluctant sources. The goal is to bring to light information that powerful entities wish to keep secret, serving the public interest by holding power accountable. The process typically begins with a tip or an observation that sparks suspicion, followed by a preliminary assessment of its potential impact. Journalists then develop a hypothesis and systematically gather evidence, often employing data journalism techniques to analyze large data sets. Protecting sources, especially whistleblowers, is a critical ethical and practical challenge. Investigative reports are often lengthy and detailed, presented in various formats, from long-form articles to documentary films. This demanding but vital form of journalism has historically led to significant social and political changes, demonstrating its profound impact on society. It requires immense persistence, courage, and a strong commitment to public service. Interviewing skills. Effective interviewing is a fundamental skill for any journalist, crucial for gathering accurate information, diverse perspectives, and compelling quotes. It involves careful preparation, starting with thorough research on the subject and the interviewee to formulate relevant questions. Open-ended questions are preferred, encouraging detailed responses rather than simple yes/no answers, allowing the interviewee to elaborate. Active listening is paramount, enabling the journalist to follow up on interesting points, clarify ambiguities, and steer the conversation effectively. Building rapport and creating a comfortable environment can encourage interviewees to share more openly, leading to richer and more nuanced insights. A successful interview is a conversation, not an interrogation. Beyond asking questions, a journalist must also manage the interview process ethically and professionally. This includes clearly stating the purpose of the interview, respecting boundaries, and confirming facts. Recording the interview with permission ensures accuracy and allows the journalist to focus on the conversation rather than extensive note-taking. Knowing when to probe deeper and when to move on is a delicate balance, requiring intuition and experience. Transcribing and carefully selecting quotes are also vital steps, ensuring the interviewee's words are accurately represented and used in context. Masterful interviewing skills are key to unlocking compelling stories and providing depth to journalistic narratives. Fact-checking and verification. Fact-checking and verification are indispensable processes in journalism, serving as the ultimate safeguard against misinformation and ensuring the credibility of news. In an era of rapid information dissemination, journalists must rigorously verify every piece of information before publication. This involves cross-referencing facts with multiple independent sources, scrutinizing documents, and confirming quotes. It means questioning assumptions, challenging claims, and seeking out primary sources whenever possible. The goal is to establish the truth with absolute certainty, leaving no room for error or doubt. Without meticulous verification, even well-intentioned reporting can inadvertently spread falsehoods, eroding public trust. The process extends to verifying images, videos, and social media content, which can be easily manipulated or taken out of context. Journalists use specialized tools and techniques to ascertain the authenticity and origin of digital media. This includes reverse image searches, metadata analysis, and geolocation. Furthermore, fact-checking involves understanding the biases and reliability of different sources, prioritizing authoritative and unbiased information. Cultivating a skeptical mindset while remaining open to new information is a critical balance. Robust fact-checking is not just a journalistic best practice, it is a moral imperative that underpins the entire profession, protecting both the audience and the integrity of the news organization. Reporting on specialized beats. Reporting on specialized beats allows journalists to develop deep expertise in specific areas, providing nuanced and authoritative coverage. Common beats include politics, crime, business, science, education, and arts and culture. Each beat requires a unique understanding of its subject matter, key players, terminology, and relevant issues. For instance, a political reporter needs to understand legislative processes and campaign dynamics, while a science reporter must translate complex scientific concepts into understandable language for the general public. Developing a beat involves cultivating a network of expert sources, staying abreast of developments, and understanding the unique ethical considerations pertinent to that field. This specialization enables journalists to offer more insightful and impactful reporting. The benefits of beat reporting extend to both the journalist and the audience. For journalists, it fosters a deeper understanding of complex topics, leading to more authoritative and insightful stories. It also allows for the development of long-term relationships with sources, which can yield exclusive information. For the audience, specialized reporting provides in-depth analysis and context that might be missed in general news coverage. However, beat reporters must also guard against becoming too close to their sources, maintaining journalistic independence and objectivity. The ability to cover a specialized beat effectively demonstrates a journalist's commitment to expertise and their capacity to serve specific informational needs of the community. Crisis communication and reporting. Crisis communication and reporting involve the critical task of delivering accurate, timely, and sensitive information during emergencies, disasters, or other high-stakes events. Journalists play a vital role in informing the public, dispelling rumors, and providing essential safety instructions. This often means working under immense pressure in chaotic environments while adhering strictly to ethical guidelines. The focus shifts from breaking news to providing verified, actionable information that can help people make informed decisions and stay safe. Sensitivity to victims and affected communities is paramount, avoiding sensationalism and respecting privacy. Effective crisis reporting can significantly impact public safety and recovery efforts. Key challenges in crisis reporting include accessing reliable information quickly, verifying rapidly evolving facts, and and avoiding the spread of misinformation. Journalists must collaborate with emergency services, government agencies, and community leaders to ensure consistent and accurate messaging. The timing of reporting is crucial, balancing urgency with reassurance and empathy. Multimedia skills are particularly important, as live video, social media updates, and clear graphics can convey critical information rapidly. Post-crisis reporting often involves investigating the causes, consequences, and recovery efforts, holding institutions accountable and learning lessons for the future. This demanding field requires resilience, ethical fortitude, and a deep commitment to public service during times of extreme need. Audience engagement and analytics. Audience engagement and analytics have become integral to modern journalism, providing insights into how readers interact with content and helping to shape future editorial strategies. Journalists now utilize various tools to track metrics such as page views, time spent on page, social shares, and comment activity. These analytics offer valuable feedback on what resonates with the audience, which topics generate the most interest, and how content is being discovered. Understanding these patterns allows news organizations to optimize their content, presentation, and distribution strategies. It moves beyond simply publishing news to actively understanding and serving the community's information needs. This data-driven approach is essential for relevance and sustainability. Engaging with the audience goes beyond passive consumption. It involves fostering a community around the news. This includes responding to comments, hosting live Q&A sessions, soliciting user-generated content, and actively participating in social media discussions. The goal is to build loyalty, trust, and a sense of shared ownership in the news process. Analytics also help identify trends in audience behavior, such as preferred platforms or content formats, guiding decisions on multimedia production and mobile optimization. While data provides valuable insights, journalists must balance metrics with journalistic values, ensuring that the pursuit of engagement does not compromise ethical standards or the public interest. Ultimately, effective audience engagement strengthens the bond between news organizations and the communities they serve. Freelance journalism. Freelance journalism offers independence and flexibility, allowing journalists to work for multiple publications and clients without being tied to a single news organization. This path requires a strong entrepreneurial spirit, as freelancers are responsible for finding their own stories, pitching ideas to editors, and managing their own business affairs. It demands excellent self-discipline, networking skills, and the ability to market one's work effectively. Freelancers often specialize in niche topics, becoming experts in their chosen fields, which can make their pitches more compelling. While offering freedom, it also comes with the challenges of inconsistent income, lack of benefits, and the constant need to secure new assignments. Building a strong portfolio and reputation is crucial for success. Key aspects of successful freelance journalism include developing a robust portfolio of published work, cultivating strong relationships with editors, and mastering the art of the pitch. Freelancers must also handle administrative tasks such as invoicing, taxes, and contract negotiations. Understanding copyright and usage rights is essential to protect their intellectual property. Diversifying income streams, perhaps through content marketing, corporate writing, or consulting, can provide greater financial stability. The rise of digital platforms and remote work has expanded opportunities for freelancers globally, but competition remains fierce. Ultimately, freelance journalism is a career path for self-starters who are passionate about storytelling and adept at managing their own professional journey. The future of journalism. The future of journalism is being shaped by rapid technological advancements and evolving audience behaviors, presenting both challenges and exciting opportunities. Artificial intelligence, AI, is increasingly being used for tasks like data analysis, content generation, and personalized news delivery, freeing up journalists to focus on more complex investigative work. Immersive technologies such as virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, offer new ways to tell stories, transporting audiences to the scene of events and providing richer context. These innovations promise to make news more engaging and accessible, but also raise new ethical questions about authenticity and bias in algorithmic curation. Journalists must adapt to these tools, embracing them to enhance their storytelling capabilities. New business models are also emerging to sustain quality journalism in a digital age, moving beyond traditional advertising to subscriptions, memberships, and philanthropic funding. The emphasis is shifting towards building direct relationships with audiences and demonstrating the value of credible information. The rise of slow journalism and solutions journalism reflects a desire for deeper, more constructive reporting amidst the fast-paced news cycle. Journalists will need to be adaptable, multi-skilled, and technologically proficient, capable of working across diverse platforms and formats. The core mission of informing the public remains constant, but the methods and tools will continue to evolve, requiring continuous learning and innovation from media professionals. Journalism and democracy. Journalism plays an indispensable role in the functioning of a healthy democracy, serving as a critical pillar that upholds transparency, accountability, and informed public discourse. A free and independent press acts as a watchdog, scrutinizing government actions, exposing corruption, and holding powerful institutions accountable to the citizens they serve. By providing accurate and diverse information, journalists empower citizens to make informed decisions during elections and participate meaningfully in civic life. Without a robust journalistic ecosystem, the public's ability to monitor power and advocate for their interests is severely diminished. This fundamental relationship underscores the importance of a free press to democratic governance. Furthermore, journalism fosters public debate by presenting a range of perspectives on important issues, encouraging critical thinking and the exchange of ideas. It gives voice to marginalized communities, ensuring their concerns are heard and addressed. In times of crisis, reliable journalism provides essential information, preventing panic and guiding public response. However, this democratic function is increasingly challenged by the spread of misinformation, partisan media, and economic pressures on news organizations. Protecting and strengthening independent journalism is therefore crucial for safeguarding democratic values and ensuring an informed citizenry. The commitment to truth and public service remains the bedrock of journalism's vital role in a democratic society. Global journalism involves reporting on international events, issues, and trends, providing audiences with a broader understanding of the interconnected world. This field requires a deep appreciation for diverse cultures, political systems, and socio-economic contexts. Journalists often work in unfamiliar environments, navigating language barriers, cultural sensitivities, and sometimes dangerous situations. The goal is to bring stories from around the globe to local audiences, fostering empathy, challenging ethnocentric perspectives, and highlighting shared human experiences. Global reporting is crucial for understanding complex geopolitical dynamics, humanitarian crises, and transnational challenges like climate change. It demands rigorous research, cultural intelligence, and a commitment to nuanced storytelling. Key challenges in global journalism include ensuring accuracy across different cultural interpretations, avoiding stereotypes, and providing sufficient context for foreign events. Journalists must also consider the ethical implications of reporting on vulnerable populations and conflict zones, prioritizing safety and minimizing harm. The rise of digital communication has made global reporting more accessible, allowing journalists to connect with sources and audiences worldwide. However, it also means navigating a complex information landscape prone to propaganda and misinformation. Effective global journalism requires a blend of courage, adaptability, and a profound commitment to ethical, culturally sensitive reporting that transcends national borders, contributing to a more informed and interconnected global citizenry. Citizen journalism. Citizen journalism refers to the phenomenon where ordinary citizens, often without formal journalistic training, play an active role in collecting, reporting, analyzing, and disseminating news and information. This typically occurs through social media platforms, personal blogs, and user-generated content websites. With the widespread availability of smartphones and internet access, individuals can capture events as they unfold, providing immediate eyewitness accounts, photos, and videos. This form of journalism often fills gaps left by traditional media, especially during breaking news events or in areas where professional journalists have limited access. It empowers individuals to contribute to the public discourse and hold institutions accountable from a grassroots level. While citizen journalism offers immediacy and diverse perspectives, it also presents significant challenges regarding verification, accuracy, and ethical standards. Unlike professional journalists, citizen journalists may not adhere to rigorous fact-checking protocols or ethical guidelines, potentially leading to the spread of misinformation or biased reporting. News organizations often leverage citizen-generated content, but they must apply strict verification processes to ensure its credibility. Training and media literacy are crucial for citizen journalists to understand their responsibilities and the potential impact of their reporting. Despite its challenges, citizen journalism has fundamentally changed the news landscape, democratizing information flow and fostering greater public participation in the news cycle. It represents a powerful, albeit complex, evolution in how news is created and shared. Portfolio development. Developing a strong portfolio is essential for aspiring journalists, serving as a tangible representation of their skills, experience, and unique voice. A portfolio should showcase a diverse range of work, including written articles, multimedia projects, investigative pieces, and feature stories. It demonstrates practical application of journalistic principles and techniques, providing evidence of one's ability to research, report, write, and produce compelling content. Editors and hiring managers rely heavily on portfolios to assess a candidate's potential, making it a critical tool for career advancement. A well-curated portfolio highlights strengths, specialization, and adaptability across different journalistic forms. It is a living document that should be continuously updated and refined. Key elements of an effective journalism portfolio include a professional online presence, such as a personal website or a dedicated portfolio platform. Each piece of work should be accompanied by a brief description outlining the context, challenges, and impact of the story. Including testimonials or awards can further enhance credibility. Beyond published work, a portfolio can also feature strong academic projects, internships, or relevant volunteer experiences. The goal is to present a cohesive narrative of one's journalistic journey and aspirations. A compelling portfolio not only demonstrates what a journalist has done, but also hints at what they are capable of achieving, making it an invaluable asset in a competitive industry. Career paths in journalism. A diploma in journalism opens doors to a wide array of exciting and impactful career paths within the dynamic media industry. Graduates can pursue roles as reporters, gathering news and writing articles for print, broadcast, or digital platforms. Editors oversee content, ensuring accuracy, clarity, and adherence to journalistic standards. Photojournalists and video journalists specialize in visual storytelling, capturing compelling images and footage. Producers manage the creation of broadcast news segments or digital content, coordinating teams and resources. Each role demands a unique blend of skills, from meticulous research and sharp writing to technical proficiency and strong communication. The industry offers diverse opportunities for those passionate about informing the public. Beyond traditional newsrooms, journalism graduates can find fulfilling careers in related fields, such as public relations, corporate communications, content marketing, and non-profit advocacy. Their skills in research, writing, and strategic communication are highly transferable and valued across various sectors. Freelance journalism offers independence and flexibility for those who prefer to manage their own projects and clients. The evolving media landscape also creates new roles in data journalism, social media management, and multimedia production. Continuous learning and adaptation to new technologies are crucial for career growth. A journalism diploma provides a solid foundation, equipping individuals with the critical thinking, ethical grounding, and practical skills necessary to thrive in a constantly evolving professional environment.